All right. All right. So what's the name and where you from?
My name is Amir and I'm from San Juan.
All right, Amir. Well, if Trinidad had a national drink for linemen, what would it be and why?
Welcome to IslemagTV.
IslemagTV. We're over here on Arapita Avenue in front of Smokies and Bunties, vibing with the crew on this Friday night. Come on in. Let's go in and have a time.
Easily, my people, you know it's me, Jalano, voice of the Get to You, straight out of Trinbago. And I'm representing for Isleman. We are the baddest thing in Trinidad. Okay.
Yo guys, welcome to IslemagTV. It's your host Cohen Prescott, aka Mother City, and right now it's another venture again. We just chilling in Trinidad and Tobago. We linemen, and this is how we do it on a weekend here, right? So you know what? We're gonna just take you all on a journey, see what's going on, ask some questions, see what people are about today, and just have some fun. So right now we at One Woodbrook Place, and you know what? Yo, cinema, let's go. How am I looking?
He doesn't need those shades.
I don't need it.
No, come on, show the ladies the eyes, come on. Yes,
This gentleman here I'm going to introduce you to is someone I have been following in terms of the electronic music scene in drum and bass. I've been in the UK, in Bristol for quite a while, and he's in Trinidad and Tobago, guys. Said by us, what's up?
It's just sick, innit?
Yes, I.
Yeah, man. Thank you. I feel welcome. I feel like I've only been here 5 days and I've got to meet some wonderful people.
So what are you doing here right now?
Right, so shout out to Celeste. Yeah, my friend Celeste. She invited me over to stay here and make some music. Time to appreciate the Trinidad culture, the food, and above all else, the soca. Like, you know about UK Funky?
Yes.
Right, so from way back when, even like Garage, I had subliminally somehow absorbed these rhythms.
Right.
Subconsciously, like putting these rhythms out there. Didn't really know the score at all, even up till very recently. Like, I know what soca is, but I didn't realise how close I was to what's going on at the moment with drums.
It's easy.
So Celeste sat me down, sorry to interrupt. Celeste sat me down for 3 hours and played me from Calypso all the way to, like, you know, through the 90s, the 80s, the 90s, the noughties, whatever, to now. And it blew my head off. Like, what's going on right now? And I don't know, she's been sending me links and producers and different kinds of soca, like groovy, power, and I've just been absorbing it, like, you know what I mean? And then Young Brother, with his We Outside thing, I've been watching it like TV. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then I was there the other day. So I went up to buy Optimus down in San Fernando, and we cut a record.
Welcome back to IslemagTV. We're here outside at Tipsy Ibis. We just went inside because it was raining, but rain don't stop nothing other than cricket. We're outside linemen on a Friday night on Arapita Avenue. Well, if Trinidad had a national drink for linemen, what would it be and why?
Any liquor with coconut water.
Any liquor?
Any liquor.
You could only choose one.
It could be rum.
What kind of rum?
My thing is Johnny Walker.
All right.
So I drink Johnny Walker and coconut water.
And I heard it's your birthday.
Sorry?
I heard it's your birthday.
Yes, it is.
All right, so what we doing tonight? What we drinking tonight?
Just buy them, Johnny and coconut water.
So I guess I have to get you a drink.
I'm not complaining.
So I have one more question for you, right? If you're making love to your significant other, what soca song would you prefer to hear?
Hey, there's only one. The Cocoa-Tea.
You take that.
introducing yourself. I remember DCDB.
Yeah, man, don't cross the border. Order!
Oh, everything.
Everything is good, after God, after, just doing the works for the past maybe 30 years, because, we started all the way back in the mid-90s, coming out of school and, just wanting to be a part of the creative process. No matter where, we were headed, we were brave enough to explore. I want to say thank you to guys like Shell Shock, Mari from Kindred, Marka, Mr. Vibe, all those guys from back in the day for giving me the encouragement. And KMC especially, a dear friend of mine. And a host of others, too much to count. Also Madman Johan out of Cell Construction, aka Madman, aka Ultimate Rejects Captain. One of the best engineers and producers we have in Trinidad and Tobago. My opinion, and I don't care. So, music is life, as we always say, music is love, and it gives us the opportunity to always fellowship with like-minded people. I always like to come out from time to time and see what's happening, hear what's happening, feel a vibration, go back into the lab, and, just create. So tonight was a good night, to come out and, not just only support Keisha with what he's doing, because he's a very talented individual, and he is very experienced as well, in different genres of music. And so are we.
Exactly.
So are we, because, he may not say much about himself, but,
Today's all about the vibe.
Ain't no slouch.
We working. So, you said so much. I kind of I have so much things I want to ask you, bro. First thing first, you inspired me a lot with the music.
I would say Cornella and Bonnie Thomas, my parents. Without them, it wouldn't be no me. But at the end of the day, they were the best, and still are the two best parents in the world to raise a kid like me, because I wasn't easy to deal with. I was always emotional. I was always, an introvert. I was always, very complex in certain ways and very straightforward in other ways. So if I didn't like something, I would say I don't like it, and I would be able to explain why. So there always used to be a lot of banter in the house with me and mommy, but she always says to me, thank God I was that way, because raising a son to go out into the world for mothers is a very fearful thing, right? Because how mothers are with their boy children, and sending a boy out into the world to be able to stand up for themselves, to be able to communicate with others, being able to stop something from happening, because I was the only boy in the house. So I had a bunch of sisters, so I couldn't be getting in trouble at all. But music was the only thing that I, wanted to do.
Right.
And I was encouraged to do that by both of my parents.
Beverage or drink for Lyman, what would it be and why?
Well, Moccasin, because I drink stout and I represent everybody that drinks stout.
So what is it you like about stout though?
Well, it's sweet. It's not like the beer. It doesn't give it that kind of, it gives that kind of sweet.
I never had Moccasin, but I guess I'm going to try it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the one and only MX Prime. I'm Mr. Follow the Vibe, follow the sound, follow the music. Right about now, it's all about IslemagTV.com. Watch it, listen, boom, yay!
Nikolai, what's good?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Go ahead.
So, for all those who don't know, this gentleman here is a well-established actor.
Yeah.
He's
visual artist, musician, actor, mass man, several things.
yeah. So as you mentioned, you're into all those fields. So what's new for you coming up in this new season for the end of the year. What's going on?
Right now we're kind of preparing for Citizen Bat, which is Gazette's 2025 contribution for Trinidad and Tobago Carnival. So that's kind of where my head is at coming on to the end of the year here. Kind of working on some music and stuff too. But really is mass right now. Just want to get that done. And then after that, it's going to be whatever else develops. I just caught a VAP somewhere in 2019, dude. I was now back from Canada. Spent like 2 years outside. And I was like, Jen, something take me. And I just was like, I'm going to do Bat for Juve. That impacted so much that from there I was like...
And it was just you, right?
Yeah.
So that was the first time you had that idea and that inspiration?
Yeah, that was at Juve 2019. And then Carnival 2021, right? We didn't have Carnival then. I think it was still on the lockdown and whatnot. For 2021, I went in the Savannah, made a costume at home, went in the Savannah and just walk around in it. And then when we had Carnival again 2023, I went out on the road with it. Just solo, kind of roaming the night. I'd park up on a little side street somewhere that dark and change into my costume and then just go roam now.
I remember I saw, is it a clip where you step out and ladies? That was trending, yo. And then, and some ladies started to scream and stuff.
Yeah. And I was like running in back. But yeah, that costume was 2023. That costume was so impactful. A lot of people were like, yo, Nikolai, think about a band. So then this year I came out with a small band. It was just literally me and 2 other friends doing Black Bats. And then this for 2025 we were like, yo, let me switch to something with a daytime vibe. Something with like a brighter color, get away from the dark and stuff, and let's go for something that's like a little more eye-popping now.
Okay.
So we were like, let's go with white in this nice bright sunlight and stuff like that. That's a color that will just like blind you know? So, but we're using the traditional model of mass, which is that the community comes together and everybody's like working together to build the mass, build their mass.
Love in the house, we outside on the avenue, everything pumping right now on a Friday. All you don't know, we outside. Big up Islemag one time, only big up all yourself. Love.
Hey, you're locked on to IslemagTV.com. Boom, Trini Jana, miss you.
Pick up my cousin, Gina Super. Sorry, Gina Super. No, he's a dog.
Alright, so I have a question for you, right? If it was a liquor, right? Which liquor would you choose as the national lime drink in Trinidad? Cause, wait, what you say?
For France, it's Hennessy. For Trinidad, the Trinidad Hennessy. The Trinidad Hennessy. Support local.
Those ones came out tonight and some people came to discover me as an artist as well. And yeah, thank you for coming.
So tonight was the discovery of Geisha.
Well, it's an ongoing process. The discovery of Geisha is an ongoing process. And yeah, man, I've been releasing solo tracks in the last couple of years. But there are many that are coming out, but I am in the middle of releasing. Let me say it, I put in myself outside this year for Carnival, and I have a whole album dropping as well. So yeah, exciting times, man.
How much tracks on the album, bro?
16.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't stick. You know that. We have a long history in the studio together. You know what I mean? It's my boy. But yeah, I have a lot of music, as you know, and as you know, that's also a very small fragment of the amount of music that's curated for this 2025 season coming up. But I also have songs on there that I've released already over the last couple of years, and the album is called Soca So Far, right? And there's 2 meanings. It's a double meaning. Soca So Far is as in the music that I've released already in the last couple of years, but also where soca has taken me, which is very far, like Japan and Belgium and UK.
I like
India,
the direction
and
you're
all kind of
going.
places.
And also, guys, he's also a member of the group Just Now.
Yes, absolutely, man. Yeah, that's what they work, and it's not even a work. It's something that's so enjoyable, and it's an incredible, man. It's a privilege to represent soca music from the perspective of just now. And over the years, as you know, you've been there with us. It's been an incredible, incredible journey, and the journey continues. The saga continues.
Now, the sound that Just Now has from the song I heard here are very different. Is this like the K-Shav song? And tell me about that.
Yeah, that's an interesting question, my brother. There's only one me, right? There's only one me, and it's part of both things. My own solo material and the Just Now project, you want to call it that. It comes from the same place, but both of these different entities or different approaches allow me to do things in different ways. And my artist project allows me to interface directly with people. And it's something that I enjoy so much, man. And it's seeing people's reactions, communicating with people right in front of me in a very different way that we've done before on the stage from the back. Right now in front and with them, they're experiencing what I am feeding to them, and then they're feeding me right back.
Okay, and this is from the performances as K-Shav?
Yeah. I mean both. I mean, man, I'm at peace that I'm at peace with the fact that Just Now and K-Shav is a concurrent thing that's growing, and yeah, absolutely, man.
Hey folks, this is Michael Phillips, and log into IslemagTV.
Alright guys, well here we're going on. We're still here at Daily Lama, and we just saw an amazing performance, but I had to touch base with a couple of friends. Michael, what's up?
Good, and you?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm just cool.
Out here doing and giving the support, bringing out the exposure and getting people to know all the different artists, and we have all the talent in the country.
But talking about talent, I understand you're very talented, you're multiple, so much things you do. Let the folks know what you do now.
Well, most people know me for the sport of cycling. I'm a former national cyclist. I represented the country for 12 years, and then I went on to become president of the Cycling Federation. I went to the Olympic Committee executive member, chairman of the sport company. I'm a national award recipient, the Hummingbird Medal Gold. Same year that Marshall got it, two of us got it together. I close part of the highway in Diego Martin every Sunday. For people to come out and exercise, run, walk, and ride every Sunday for 3 hours. So it's an act of parliament that the highway is closed off. That we started that initiative. I'm a visual artist, so I paint. I like to do wildlife and local scenes. So you could look for me on social media, Michael Phillips Artist, on both Facebook and Instagram. And during COVID, I got into music. I never knew I could play a guitar, compose, and so on. So I've been singing professionally since I would guess like a year and a half after starting.
Wait, you said you never knew you could have played guitar?
No. It was a dare on my old QRC chat, school chat, and I just went down this rabbit hole and I started to compose music, and some of my friends like Joey Ningwai and Nigel Ross and so on, they were like, Michael, how the hell are you doing this? I don't know.
Wow.
So I had a lot of support, so I've written 30 originals so far, and I've started recording, and I'll have my first release next year.
Amazing. When you talk about talent, now the pandemic changed a lot of things for a lot of people.
Yeah, correct.
Now, with me, I got into film during the pandemic.
Yeah, that's excellent. But you know the thing about it is I tell people you're never too old to learn something new. Always do something that scares the living daylights out of you, because the first time I ever performed live in public. Now I've carried national flag for Trinidad and Tobago for Commonwealth Games and World Championships and that sort of stuff. Been in a packed stadium on the line by myself for a time trial, and I was never as nervous as I was the first time I got in front of people with a guitar to sing. So that for me, it was, you know what? And I realized I didn't die.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you go on from there, and I try to get people, because they never knew me for that, they were like, how you started. So my thing is to get people to try something new.
Yes.
That thing that was always, you never know what's inside of you.
And the only way you could know if you could do something, you gotta start.
Yeah, correct.
Jump in the deep end and figure out.
Jump in the deep end. And then ask questions. The greatest tool that you have is the ability to ask a question.
All right.
And I think people don't realize how useful it is. Just basic interaction. Hi, how you going? Good morning, good evening. A smile. Start up a conversation. And then when you realize that there's so many skill sets around you. When people realize that you're genuine in terms of trying to learn, that information starts to come to you.
Okay, as you mentioned, question. I can ask you a question?
Yeah.
All right, if you had to write a novel or a book, let's say you had to write a book and you have to give it a title that describes you, what will that title be?
Relentless.
Here we go. If you have to write a book and you have to give the book a title, and this book is about Keshav, what will the name of this book be?
That is crazy. Unlearning. I've thought about this a couple times. That's probably the best title I could give it so far, because the more you live and the more you grow and the more you know, the more you realize you don't know. And so for me, yeah, that's probably it. The current title of the book would be Unlearning.
Okay, with that said, my brother.
Mag. Respect every time, right? Mag in the place right now. My name is Keshav from Just Now, right? Mag, big up yourself every time. Badang!
Welcome to IslemagTV.com.